El Supremo. Attitude in power sneakers. Attitude in power sneakers. To look that good just ain't that easy.
Hello, and welcome to the Sonic Shuffle, a random, holistic Sonic lore podcast. I'm the teacher, Dan.
I'm one of the students, Morg.
And I'm the other student, Devon.
And this week, we're doing something a little different.
A little wacky.
This week, we're going through Sonic the Hedgehog Adventure Gamebook 2, Zone Rangers. This is a choose-your-own-adventure game, or choose-your-own-adventure book, that I was able to find a digital upload of. This is something I wanted to do a long while back, but it didn't work out due to the fact that, there just really wasn't any uploads of any of these. But I've got some now. I want to give a shout out to Retro Reading Time for transcribing this book. I remember when I first talked about these, I thought it was from White Wolf. That was wrong. But I realize now why I thought that, because from what I know, White Wolf also did things like this. It is a choose-your-own-adventure book, but with, like, stats and character sheets. I haven't heard any big Sonic news.
Same.
Nothing we haven't already covered. So I want to get right into this.
Yeah, let's go for it. I have no idea how long.
Adventure.
I have no idea how long this is gonna take.
We'll either go to... let's aim for, like, the 90-minute mark. And, when we get there, we can cut it off and come back to it another time.
Sure.
We've got an introduction here telling us this isn't a normal book. It's a game book.
It's a book for gamers!
A book for real gamers.
Kids, are
just
you a gamer?
Oh my... You know, I am suddenly now thinking about, I used to find, like, all of these books of, like, cheat codes and stuff, that it was usually just like, here's, some cheat codes for this video game, or here's how you unlock stuff. It was kind of funny seeing them in, like, the Wii era, because it would just, like, list, like, virtual console games.
We really kind of went down as a society, the moment we stopped publishing magazines that just had cheat codes in them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know the answer is we live in the age of the internet where you can just go onto, like, a modding site and just be like, can I have this mod? But, like, I would like to buy a magazine with cheat codes in it.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, I think it's gotten worse because, now if you need to find out about stuff, you can't go to, like, GameFAQs or whatever. You have to, go to, like, some weird clickbait site.
Yeah, I have to go to reddit.com and hope someone doesn't make fun of me when I ask, hey, can I do this in a game?
Mm-hmm. Sonic and Tails solve puzzles, collect rings, defeat enemies, etc. It says here, if you make the right choices, they'll win. If you make the wrong choices, well, that's too horrible to think about.
Oh boy.
Will
we kill Sonic? Mm-hmm. Can we kill Sonic the Hedgehog in this book?
Sonic is an idea. He can't die. Now Tails, on the other hand.
Fair enough.
Well, here's the thing. There is a live system, and you can game over in this.
Can you choose your own... Wait, okay. Yeah, I'm, like, skimming this, and it says there's also, like, they have abilities and stuff. I'm used to choose your own adventure games being, like... You flip to this next page. Like, I don't usually see, like, they have abilities and lives, so this is interesting.
Yeah, you get, like, power-ups in this thing.
I'm gonna play this game like I play a visual novel. The moment it gives me a game over screen, I'm gonna delete that save file and be like, that never happened.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't lose.
All you need is an ordinary die. I've got some D6s here. A pen or a pencil. I've got Notepad open. So, you guide Sonic and Tails through their actions. The book is divided into 300 sections, each one with a number.
Jesus
The first
Christ.
is 1, the last is 300, but you don't read through them in order. You make choices.
This is gonna be weird to, like, flip through.
The reader I have just sends me to where I need to go.
Yeah. Yeah, the reader...
Different reader, probably.
Well, if you're down for downloading something on the fly, I'm using Calibre.
I'm using Calibre, which is different.
Oh, huh.
Okay.
So, let's see. Sonic and Tails start the book with 3 lives each. If either of them loses all of his lives, you have failed and must start the adventure again from the beginning.
Fuck.
There are 2 ways to get extra lives. The 2 characters can find them concealed along the way, or if Sonic and Tails ever has more than 100 rings at a time, then, quote, automatically get an extra life. I will admit, I forgot that there was also rolling dice in this.
This is gonna be a delight.
You have, we've got...
Welcome to, Sonic Shuffle's, actual play podcast.
Yeah, this episode's actually never coming out. It's, locked behind the Patreon.
Mm-hmm. On the next 2 pages, you'll find the vital statistics sheets, because this is written by British people in the 90s, for Sonic and Tails.
I love how good looks is a vital statistic in this.
Yeah, your stats are speed, strength, agility, coolness, quick wits, and good looks.
Good looks. I mean, that's just charisma, baby.
Yeah, that's just charisma. How swaggy are you?
There's 2 different charismas, there's 2 different speed stats. This is great. True to, D&D and whatnot.
Yeah, I guess it would be speed and agility.
Yeah, you gotta specialize.
Coolness and good looks would probably both be...
Let's see.
Wits,
so...
He doesn't have a wisdom stat, which sounds about right.
Oh no, these boys dumb.
There was... Well, I'll talk about it when we get to it, but,
Be quick with.
how the vital statistics sheets work. You read the descriptions of the abilities, choose the one he should be best at, and pick a 5. Rate 5 in there. Then a 4, and another one, 3 at the third, and 2 and all the rest. You know, character creation. The different...
What are we rating Sonic?
Do that for Sonic's, then Tails. Let's see. There's fighting, there's I talked about lives already. And you've got an inventory. Alright, so.
Red trainers, white gloves.
Yes, right. British. You call them trainers. So. Sonic's vital statistics. Speed. Sonic's really fast. His training and his special shoes make him the fastest there is, and he loves the feeling of speed. But that can lead to trouble. Sometimes he's going so fast he doesn't notice things, or can't see where he should stop, or even can't stop and collides with things. Then we've got strength. Sonic's pretty tough, and he knows it. He can run all day and smash Robotnik's traps just by bouncing on them. But he relies on his strength too much, and doesn't always think about problems. It's much easier to bounce on them. that attitude can put him in dangerous situations. I'm liking that these are all like, two sides of, there's like a pros and cons to each of these.
I never thought about Sonic as being strong.
Yeah, I guess.
I always just thought about he's so fast he just kind of like runs through things.
Yeah, it's like how you think about like a whole bunch of superheroes like Spider-Man having super strength. You don't think about it, but he does have it.
Yeah, I guess he can lift up a building.
Agility. Sonic's a natural gymnast. Climbing, jumping, swinging, swimming, diving, exploring, and going where his friends can't. But he must be careful. Just because he can get into some places doesn't mean he can always get out again.
Yeah. There's just
coolness.
So much warning, Sonic.
Be careful, Sonic. Coolness. With those spikes and that attitude, how can Sonic be anything but cool? But he's cocky as well, and thinks he can do things he can't. And sometimes he'd rather have fun than do something something important that has to be done.
I feel like these were written by Uncle Chuck.
Yeah. Quick wits. When something happens, Sonic's always the first to react to it. But he doesn't like hanging around and hates waiting for things. Or people. Sometimes that means he's not prepared for what might happen next. Good looks! Sonic looks good, and he knows that when he meets people, if he's charming and polite, he can wow them. But he is a bit vain. He takes care of his appearance and doesn't like doing things that'll mess up his spikes or his trainers.
What? He does?
Does he?
I guess.
Does he?
I mean, he looks cool, I guess, is their whole thing. So it's like, oh.
I thought it was more of like an effortless thing. He just looks cool all the time. He doesn't have to like care about his appearance.
But he probably knows it still, you know?
Yeah, I've never seen Sonic be like, wait, I gotta put these trash bags over my sneaks before I go through a puddle.
True.
He should do that more often.
It would be really fucking funny if he stopped at every puddle and put on some trash bags.
Yeah. Also, I am wrong. I can actually just click links in this.
Okay,
book.
Cool.
Just
wonderful.
Fine. I just was goofy.
Let's see. So, Sonic stuff. He starts off with red trainers and white gloves.
You know, so does Tails, apparently?
Yeah, Tails is trying to steal his look.
Tails trying to steal
they do kind of dress the same.
True.
They're just...
Tails, get a different color sneaker.
Yeah.
So, how are we going to min-max our Sonic?
I mean, I think you have to give him a 5 for speed. He's Sonic.
That's true.
And like a 4 for quick wit so he doesn't run into shit.
Yeah. Wait, is there like a place to spread it out? Or is it like...
I'm just writing it down in like a word processor.
No, I know. I was like... how are we assigning the statistics, more or less?
I'm gonna put our 3 in coolness.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool. I get it, yeah. Sorry.
And that puts strength, agility, and good looks all at 2. Wait, did you mean to put the 4 in agility or quick wits?
I mean, I would assume quick... This is my problem with agility and quick wits, is I'm like...
What's the difference?
If he's quick-witted enough, I assume he wouldn't run into shit, because he'd be like, there's that thing I don't want to run into. Let me figure out a way around it.
But that's more of like
also,
a brain thing, I think. Whereas like agility is like physical attributes doing that. Like agility
but if he's like if he's going too fast, it doesn't matter if you got agility, because you're like, oh shit, I didn't think fast enough to get out of the way of that rock.
Like I feel like agility is like dex, and like you would have a really high dex for Sonic. That's the only reason.
So what is his quick wits doing?
Let me think. So
I don't know. Good question.
I think
The problem
way
is, I think
this
these
is
are two
worded
dex
out-
stats.
agility is dex and quick wits is like perception, I think.
Yeah.
I'll put the 4 in agility.
Alright.
Yeah. Maybe we'll regret this later, but that's
Yeah,
fine.
maybe one day we'll be ashamed of our words and deeds, but...
I feel like
Yeah.
Sonic sometimes is kind of a dumbass, though. That's the only thing, you know?
Yeah. Tails' stats.
Whereas, like, I would put, like, a high quick wits for Tails.
Yeah, let me put that at 5 right off the
No, I
bat.
thought his... See, this is my problem with quick wits. I can't tell the difference between being quick-witted and just being, like, smart. You know?
There's not really a smart stat.
I know, that's my problem.
There's no brain boy stat. Also, I know...
Because I'm not quick-witted, but I can tell you a lot of things about how animals work.
Yeah, same. I'm also not quick-witted. I take way too long to think about things. Yeah, it's funny, because, like, some of these are, like... It seems like neither Tails nor Sonic have good quick wits according to this book, though, because it's, like, quick wits. Tails isn't the quickest thinking guy on the planet Mobius, but he has his natural foxy reactions, and when danger threatens, he can sometimes move faster than Sonic. Act first, think later is his motto.
When has that ever been Tails' motto?
When has that ever been Tails' motto?
Tails is the, like, think now, act later kind of guy.
I guess this is a different Tails.
Yeah, maybe I just read IDW Sonic, and now I'm stuck on, like, Tails the Inventor.
Yeah, I just think of, like, Sonic... Or I think of Tails in, like, with all his robots and stuff.
Yeah, I think of Tails as being the one who, like, likes Sonic because Sonic is the one who's, like, act first, think later, and Tails is like, I'm frozen thinking about the possibilities.
Right. Oh yeah, Tails also has, like, different things, listed out. So Tails is almost as fast as Sonic. In fact, if it wasn't for Sonic, he'd probably be the fastest creature on Mobius.
Shadow has words about that.
But because he tries so hard to be better than his hero Sonic, he often doesn't notice things and trips over them, or can't steer around them in time.
He's flying.
Yeah. Strength. Tails likes to be like Tails tries to be like Sonic and therefore likes to show how strong he is. He's good at smashing traps and bouncing on enemies. But he has
a baby.
I'm getting just a weird feeling about their descriptions of these characters.
He has a habit of getting things wrong and making mistakes. Agility. Tails has one thing that makes him a great gymnast. His twin tails. He can use them to hover like a helicopter, or with a quick flick he can change direction or spin through the air. He's so proud of this that he shows it off too much, and sometimes he uses it when there are better things he could have done instead.
His tails are an anxiety for... Nope, I can't.
Coolness. Nobody's as cool as Sonic, but Tails tries hard, and he's been hanging around his hero for so long that some of it is beginning to rub off.
That's so fucked up. Such a fucked up thing to say.
There's no way that two bushy tails will ever be as slick and streetwise as cool Spikes.
Damn.
But Tails is no slouch in this department. This book is negging Tails.
This book is negging Tails for sure.
This is so fucked up. He's like 6.
Yeah.
Morg already went over quick wit, so I'll go to good looks.
Yeah, it's just weird because it's like, he's not the quickest thinking, and I'm like, I guess. Maybe just this, I don't know. Maybe Tails in the 90s or whatever this was made is just a different vibe, you know?
Yeah.
This gave the stat spread out for like a game where you'd have like, you know, maybe like 7 or 8 classes to like pick through. So each of them could have like a stat that made sense for them and some others that didn't. but it said, we will spread all the stats out over 2 characters, and now it's just getting weird.
Yeah. Good looks. Which would you rather cuddle up to? A spiky hedgehog or a smooth orange fox with a sleek fur coat and 2 gorgeous bushy tails? That cute flick of hair and his white whiskers. In fact, Sonic is everyone's favorite, but Tails tries hard.
Negging Tails so fucking bad.
I would rather cuddle up to a fox, obviously. I thought that's where they were going, but then they were like, but actually everyone likes Sonic better still.
God, why are they negging Tails like this?
Well,
They just went, oh, I bet you think you look good, Tails, huh? With your bushy tail and your cute little fox ears and everything. Yeah, you think so? Well, everyone likes Sonic more than you, so how do you feel now?
I'm going to give Tails a 5 in good looks.
Yes, please.
4 in agility, since it's describing getting to places, and he can fly.
Yeah, it's the only one that describes that he can fly.
Maybe 3 in quick wits?
Yeah, that makes sense. And put the 2s in cool, strength, and speed.
Yeah, because I think of Tails as like strong even less than I think of Sonic as strong.
Yeah.
Like Tails is just a little guy.
Alright.
Just a little guy.
He's just a little guy.
He really is. Alright. We've started out our characters, and we can begin. 1. It's a cool spring morning in the Green Hill Zone, and Sonic and Tails are lying under a palm tree, sleeping as hard as they can. Sonic is dreaming of receiving the Mobius prize for being best at everything, while Tails is dreaming of hunting wild chocolatey Clairs, armed only with a toothbrush. The 2 friends were up late the night before watching television. The film Zone Alone was being shown on TV. I'm just thinking about Sonic Home Alone.
Yeah.
I think it would be Tails.
Yeah, I was like, wait, would it be
It's
Tails?
gotta be Tails.
Tails is the
kid,
little
yeah.
inventor.
Yeah, he's the little inventor. He's gonna make...
Wait, no, I was so fucking wrong. It wouldn't be Tails. It would be Cream the Rabbit.
Oh,
She would set up
you're-
ingenious traps around the house.
Hell
yeah.
I
like the
shout out-
idea of Cheese still being there, though.
Yeah, Cheese is also there, just kind of watching and laughing. Like watching the chaos.
I think Shadow gets to be, like, the adult with the, powerful weapon. So, anyways. The film Zone
Uncle
Alone...
Chuck is the weird old man who, is homeless and just hangs out.
Yeah.
Is that Home Alone? I can't remember.
I don't remember.
I feel like that's combining both the adults from Home Alone 1 and 2.
Oh, yeah. Well,
It's been so long, I don't know.
The film...
Actually, I don't know if I ever saw it all the way through. This is unimportant, sorry.
Yeah, it's alright. I've seen the entire Home Alone, cinematic universe.
Nice.
hell yeah. Even the new one on Disney Plus?
Yes.
Nice.
That one has a gamer in it, I think.
Let's go!
Hell yeah!
Uh,
This one's for the gamers.
The film Zone Alone was being shown on TVPM, Television Planet Mobius, for the first time, and Sally Acorn invited everyone to a party to watch it. Sonic and Tails had seen the film before and didn't like it, so they left the party before the film started and spent the rest of the evening eating microwave snacks and watching monster movies on video.
What's their problem with Macaulay Culkin?
Why'd they go to the party at all?
Yeah.
Isn't that what the party was for?
Mm-hmm.
So what they did was they went to the party, took a bunch of snacks, and then left?
That's what it sounds like.
You know what? Kings.
Yeah.
They showed up, said fuck your movie, and then took the snacks and left.
Irish goodbye.
Just shoving a fucking cheese and crackers in a bag. They didn't get to sleep until they watched their favorite, Mobzilla Fights Outer Space Monsters from Planet Z, because this is British, twice.
Sure.
Still, they can doze as much as they want. Heroes like them don't have anything special to do today. Everything's quiet, which usually means that Sonic's enemy, Dr. Robotnik, is plotting something. But Sonic and Tails beat him thoroughly last time, and they're pretty sure that he won't be back for a while. Tails grunts and turns over. He's dreaming that a herd. Okay.
Yeah, what the fuck? Someone did not read this.
Not a single editor touched this.
That a herd of creamy clairs are hiding behind the cosmic watching machine, and he's wading through strawberry jam to get through them, carrying his trusty toothbrush like a quarterstaff.
This sounds like a fucked up dream.
I
I would hate to wade through strawberry jelly to get to anywhere.
Strawberry jam, not strawberry jelly.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Strawberry jam.
Sonic isn't dreaming. He's floating halfway between being asleep and waking up. Oh,
God, what a fucking mood.
He's warm and comfortable, but there's an annoying noise at the edge of his hearing. It's a sort of buzzing, roaring, grinding sound, and it won't go away. Imagine that you are Sonic.
Imagine that you are Sonic. What would you do?
What would you do?
What would you do? You remember that show?
I've heard of it. I think I don't remember what was on the show, but I remember it.
Yeah.
Your choices are to ignore the rumbling, roll over, and go back to sleep. Or, he should get up and wake Tails as well. Or, Sonic should go and investigate the sound on his own.
I mean, realistically, if it was me and there was like a weird noise outside and I was like, damn, what is that? I would probably just go look for it on my own because I have no self-preservation and I don't want to wake somebody because that would be mean.
Yeah. Same.
What I'm saying is if this was a horror movie, I would literally be the first person to die.
Yeah, same.
Got it.
Fuck.
Section 114. Sonic leaps to his feet and dashes towards the source of the sound. There's nothing like a good run to wake you up in the morning, especially if you're a hedgehog. Ahead of him, a group of palm trees shake and sway, then fall to the ground, sliced into matchsticks, as a huge yellow machine plows through them. It looks like a bulldozer, except that Sonic has never seen a bulldozer this big before. It
looks like a big bulldozer. It looks like a bulldozer, but just big.
A large bulldozer the size of a small bulldozer.
That's a roll-a-da.
True.
Its motor coughs out thick clouds of oily smokes. On top of the massive machine is the driver's cab, and Sonic can see someone in there through the mirrored glass. The machine is spraying a black liquid behind it, making a hard, shiny surface that stretches into the distance. The bulldozer accelerates towards some nearby trees. The trees under which Tails is sleeping.
Oh shit,
Sonic has to save
cars.
him. Sonic has to save him. But how? Our choices are... Run back and grab Tails before he's squished flat. Or squashed flat. Or throw something to wake Tails up. Or let the machine run over Tails and explore alone.
Fucked up.
He's got 3 lines. He's got 3 lives.
Fucked up. No, he would run back.
Alright.
Let's run back.
He's Sonic. He's fast.
Section 13.
I love the idea of throwing something at him.
Do you want to do that instead?
No, we should run back.
Right.
Yeah. If we die, we can We can go back and do that one.
That'll be my reading for later.
Yeah.
It's a race against the bulldozer and has a head start. Sonic hits top speed so fast that it leaves scorch marks on the grass as he hurtles ahead of the huge yellow machine, dashing in front of it to grab the sleeping fox by his twin tails and drag him out of the way.
Ow.
Yeah. The bulldozer sunders past. It treads, it thrashing the ground mere centimeters from Tails' head. Tails opens one eye. "You saved my life again," he says. "Thanks, Sonic. You're a true friend." "I know," says Sonic, not embarrassed by his friend's praise. Well, Tails is not the most careful of foxes, and Sonic saves him about twice a day, so he's used to being thanked for it.
God, this thing is negging Tails so fucking hard.
Yeah, I know this was kind of a thing in, like, 90s British Sonic. Tails is, like, the friend you make fun of.
Yeah, the friend you fucking hate.
Mm-hmm. Now, the two friends have to work out what to do next. So.
Now the two friends.
Mm-hmm.
The two.
I don't know if this is just what it said in the original book, or if the person transcribing it was in a hurry, but let's see, our choices. Chase the bulldozer and attack it. Or chase the bulldozer and jump on board. Or follow the black road to see where it goes. Or explore the rest of the zone.
I'm thinking one of the middle two, but I'm not sure.
Do we follow the black road or jump on a big bulldozer?
I like the idea of jumping on board.
Sure.
Yeah, let's jump on board.
Alright. Section 26. Jumping onto speeding bulldozers is very dangerous, so don't try this at home.
Don't tell me what to
Sonic
do.
and Tails, on the other hand, are professionals, and are sitting on the machine's bonnet, watching as it destroys more of Green Hill Zone. "I can see why they call it an Earth Mover," says Tails. "Boy, that's some machine." "Let's get going," says Sonic. "We've got to stop it moving any more Earth, or moving at all." So, we can either head for the driver's cabin, at the top of the bulldozer, or we can head for the engine.
Let's see what the driver's up to.
Alright. Section 204. Sonic and Tails climb up to the cabin in seconds. Sonic stares at the mirrored glass that covers the door. "Are you making a plan?" Tails asks. "No. Checking my spikes, loose smart."
What?
Says Sonic.
What?
What?
I don't know.
Checking my spikes, Lou Smart.
Wow, British really is just a different language.
Yeah. He pushes the door open to reveal a plump figure who stares at Sonic and Tails. It's their friend, Chirps the Chicken. There is also a large television set, turned to a dead channel.
Spooky.
"Who are you? What are you doing here?" he asks.
It said he's their friend, right?
Yeah.
Going on Google.com to look up Chirps the Chicken.
But he doesn't know who they are, so maybe talk to Chirps and be like, "Hey, what the fuck?"
Hey, man.
Yeah, our choices are either grab the controls, turn off the TV, or talk to Chirps.
Maybe turn off the TV? Or they could just do the impetuous thing and grab the controls. I don't know.
So I looked up Chirps the Chicken thinking I would find like an actual Sonic character, and I'm currently looking at a Google image search of a bunch of very delicious looking chicken sandwiches.
Oh, nice.
So, you know.
Yeah. Thanks, Chirps.
Thanks, Chirps, for your service.
Let's go with, turn off the TV.
Alright.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll rot his brain.
Yeah, that's what I said first, so.
Section 285. Sonic punches the off button on the television set.
Don't punch it.
The screen goes blank and Chirps blinks. Sonic? Tails? He says. Where are we? What's going on? You're driving this bulldozer, building a bypass for the Green Hill Zone, says Tails. Was I? Says Chirps, sounding very confused. The last thing I remember us watching Zone Alone last night. And then there was a commercial for Robotnik Industries, and everything went funny. Oh, I hope I haven't caused too much trouble. Can I go home and have a nice lie down? Good idea, says Sonic. If you can remember anything else, come and tell us.
I love
Chirps nods.
The reaction to learning that you're in a big evil bulldozer that's currently building a freeway through a forest is to be like, can I go take a nap real quick? Because me too.
I mean, who wouldn't?
Just that sounds super fucked up. Can I leave?
Chirps nods and flaps out of the cab. Should Sonic and Tails search the cab, follow the black road, or explore the rest of the zone?
I wonder if they've all been fucking controlled.
Well,
Going to go see the movie.
Maybe.
This is why you don't watch movies. They rot your brain. They turn you into capitalists.
My instincts from tabletop games is to search for loot.
Yeah,
let's search this cab.
This is very tabletop-y. Let's get some loot. Section 143. The two animals search the cab thoroughly. Tails finds 10 gold rings hidden under the driver's seat, and he 5 to Sonic. Mark down 5 rings on each character's vital statistics.
5's
right
5.
Now. Yeah. Sonic turns the television upside down and sees that it was made by Nick Robot Industries. Nick Robotnik? Robotnik! He exclaims. I knew he had to be behind
Nick
this.
Robotnik, stupid.
I
thought you kicked his ass, but no.
Tails stands on the driver's seat. There's a weird new building at the end of the road, he says. Should we investigate?
This road leads directly into a building?
I guess so.
God, the city planning for this is so piss poor.
Thinking about Robotnik City planning.
Do you think you would make it as intentionally, god-awful to live in? Or do you...
Yeah,
Do you think it would be, just very meticulous and, weirdly organized?
I think it would be very organized, but it has a lot of hostile architecture and very car optimized.
Yeah, weirdly organized, but organized in a way to piss everyone who lives there off.
Mm-hmm. Now the bulldozer is stopped, Sonic and Tails can follow the road towards the building, or explore the rest of the zone looking for their friends.
I mean, I feel like they'll be at the building.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Section 107. The road leads through the changed landscape of the Green Hill Zone, toward a building on the horizon. It is made of silvery metal with large towers, fortifications, and battlements. On the top is a huge satellite dish pointing upwards into the sky. The building has 2 huge open doors, and Sonic and Tails can see animals from around the zone going in and out of the building. They all carry tools or equipment. There's a sign above the doors reading, Robotnik Broadcasting Company. We bring Mobius to you. Oh, it's BBC.
Interesting.
Silly.
Do Sonic and Tails enter the building, stand and watch the animals, or explore the zone?
They really want us to explore the zone.
I love the concept of just standing and just staring at other sentient people.
Just to see, like, what's happening.
Just, people watching.
There's like a huge doom tower in front of you and just like, what are those guys doing?
Let's people watch.
Okay.
Yeah, let's people watch.
92. Sonic and Tails duck behind a pile of scaffolding poles and watch. The animals coming in and out of the building are behaving very oddly. They stare straight ahead without talking. Even when two of them bump into each other, they don't react to anything at all. It's really eerie. Sonic and Tails must roll on their combined quick wits to be a 10. Add their quick wits scores together, and then roll a die and add that as well. So, quick wits, we've got 3 and 2, so that's 5. So I've got to roll a d6 and see if I can get a 5 or more on this perception check.
Uh-oh.
Well, how about that? We got a 10, or we got a 5, which is enough to pass the check.
Wow. They've done it.
Hell yeah.
If the roll is 10 or more, then they've done it. There is a squeal of brakes from behind them. Sonic and Tails dive out of the way as a huge forklift truck grabs a pile of scaffolding poles they were hiding behind and races away down the road. That was close! Exclaimed Tails, wiping his forehead. Yes, but now we've got nothing to hide behind, replies Sonic. Should Sonic and Tails go into the building, or see what's happening in the Green Hill Zone first?
Isn't this kind of the main thing that's happening in the Green Hill Zone?
It does seem to be the main thing.
Oh, the ominous building with the big broadcasting thing? Right after your friend said, we were watching a movie and then this Eva Robotnik commercial came on and now we're all hypnotized. Yeah. I wonder what that's about.
I'd go in the building, probably.
Alright. Section 193. Inside is a large hallway, gloomy and dark. At the far end is a large square shape that Sonic and Tails can just see. They venture further in. There is a click and the dark shape lights up. It's a television screen, with a pattern of whirling dots and twisting shapes on it. Sonic and Tails put up their paws to shield their eyes. There is something about the way the shapes move, and the soft music in the background, that makes them want to lower their paws, open their eyes, and go out and make new buildings all over the Green Hill Zone.
Oh no.
Roll on Sonic and Tails' combined coolness to beat an 8. That means you should add Sonic's coolness and Tails' coolness, then roll a die and add that as well. So, we've got a 3, a 2, a 5. We must score at least an 8 to succeed. We have to roll at least a 3 or better. Let me roll. Well, hell yeah, we got a 3. Just enough to pass.
Wow.
Success.
We're just getting barely every time.
Success.
Hang on, let me make sure. There we go. Section 179. Sonic stares at the television, feeling his mind whirling like the patterns on the screen, and he knows he must resist. He summons all his energy and leaps into the air, spinning like a dervish, and smashes into the TV.
Yeah, that's right. Being cool is being a free thinker.
It explodes into the pieces, which shower across the room.
Hypnosis.
You're immune to propaganda if you're cool.
Says Tails. I feel funny. These are ringing in my ears. That's not in your ears, says Sonic, who can hear it too. We've set off an alarm. Hands up! Says a voice behind them. And the two spin around to see their friends, Sally Acorn and Porker Harris, pointing machine guns at them. Don't move, continues Sally. Now follow us. You told us not to move, points Tails. Shut up and walk, says Porker, waving his gun. Sonic and Tails exchange a confusing glance, set off down the corridor.
Something so unpleasant to the idea of these guys just having, like, regular guns.
Mm-hmm.
Not like laser beams, not like weird roboticizers. No, they just, like, have guns.
Yeah, like Shadow the Hedgehog. They're both armed with submachine guns that they can cock like shotguns.
Yeah, that's fucking Shadow's bit.
Mm-hmm.
You posers.
After walking down corridors and passing through several doors, Sonic and Tails and their two guards enter a huge room filled with flashing, humming, beeping machines. It smells of new paint, hot metal, rotten eggs, and the odor of ozone you get when electrical wires aren't connected properly.
Oh boy.
In the middle of all this...
I love the idea that Robotnik just, like, sprays scent of rotten eggs in his house.
Yeah, it's...
Everything else sounds like just the machines he's working with, and then he also goes out and gets rotten egg Febreze.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of course.
He gets it from, like, a joke shop or something.
Or do you think that's his deodorant?
Maybe. Maybe he's got oud. Maybe he's got, like, cologne or something.
Yeah, just... It's his natural musk.
Mm-hmm. In the middle of all this, standing properly, in the middle of... It's repeating itself. In the middle of all this, standing on a pedestal, and surrounded by controls, screens, and keyboards, is the familiar fat figure of Dr. Ivo Robotnik. He's just as bald as ever, and his bright orange mustache still looks like he has a squirrel up his nose. But he's wearing a sash that reads, Resident of Mobius. Sonic and Tails! Ha 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 ha! He laughs, and the tips of his mustache wiggle. Welcome to the...
That's so cool.
Mm-hmm. I want to do that.
I wish I could make the tips of my mustache wiggle.
Welcome to the new planet Mobius, or planet Robotnik as it will soon be known. The mad scientist's mad laughter continues for minutes. Just as Sonic and Tails are getting bored and looking for escape routes, Robotnik stops and looks at them with a serious expression. Of course, he says. You have worked out my dastardly plans, or you never have escaped my mind control devices. He pauses for a moment and looks at them again. You have worked out my plans, haven't you? He asked. Should Sonic and Tails nod or shake their heads? Oh, we've got a little illustration here of Sally and Porker Lewis with guns.
Porker Harris.
You mean Porker Harris?
Yes, Porker Harris. They've also got sunglasses.
They're so small.
Are those sunglasses? Oh my god.
Yeah, I think they're supposed to be like flickies.
Sally's so teeny.
Mm-hmm.
That's her sensor bar.
Yeah, protecting her identity.
She's in witness protection.
So, should Sonic and Tails nod or shake their heads?
I don't know.
I love that they give you the option to say, I don't know shit, my guy.
I do think it's funny to say, I don't know shit, but I feel like Sonic is more likely to be like, oh, of course I have.
Well,
yeah, Sonic, the person will be like, oh yeah.
So let's nod. 197.
Let's nod.
We know your stupid plans, lies Sonic. We can beat all of them.
Hey, but I do know his stupid plans.
We do.
I mean, we guessed. Like, we haven't actually, like, done the snooping and been, like, figuring it out. We haven't been snooping as usual.
I mean, the evidence is pretty solid.
Yeah,
we found our friend who said, I was watching the TV and then a Robotnik commercial came on and now I'm hypnotized.
As I thought, sneered Robotnik. You're too dangerous to stay in the Green Hill Zone. You'd escape and smash all of my beautiful new buildings. I have to get rid of you. Guards! Remove their shoes and gloves!
No!
No, not those! Gasped Sonic and Tails in unison.
That's their only clothes! What the fuck?
Yes!
Robotnik is trying to get free foot pics out here.
Take them off. Sonic and Tails.
What a fucking sicko.
Yeah, this is fucked up.
This is so weird.
Pervert behavior.
Sally Acorn and Porker Harris move menacingly towards our heroes. Should Sonic and Tails defend themselves, or let themselves be stripped?
Defend themselves! Don't let them fucking see your bare feet.
Yeah, no feet.
That's
no
your most
pics.
private object.
Mm-hmm.
Only Mike is allowed to show bare toes.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Roll on Sonic and Tails' combined speed to beat a 13.
Uh-oh.
That means
That's
you must
high.
add Sonic's speed and Tails' speed, then roll one die and add that as well. So we've got a 7 through our combined speed. So we have to get a 6 to pass.
Oh shit.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Alright.
Shit.
Let us pray to the dice gods for this one. Please, dice gods.
Please, I don't want to see Sonic's feet.
Don't show feet.
Don't show feet.
Did the dice say barefoot is legal?
The dice
Are
said
you
barefoot
fucking
is
kidding
legal.
I rolled a 5. That's 12. We did not pass.
Told
The
her
dice
that.
said barefoot is mandatory.
Mm-hmm. How easily you hard-boiled heroes hard-boiled heroes submit in the face if true power, says Robotnik. Just step onto the white cross on the floor, under the sinister device hanging from the ceiling, my new fast automatic shoe removing ray.
What the fuck?
Trademark and patent pending.
Wait, I thought they were just gonna take them off. Isn't that what he said?
Oh.
Yeah, he
Wait.
told Sally Acorn and Porker Harris to remove their shoes, but he decided it would be more sinister to put them in the cross and then take their shoes off.
Honestly, would I lie to you?
You just did.
Mm-hmm.
You just did.
Sonic and Tails are pushed at gunpoint towards the device by their former friends. Tails looks worried. Doesn't look much like a shoe remover to me, he mutters
It's
to
gonna
Sonic
give you
as they are
stigmata.
forced to stand under it. It's not! I did lie to you! Ha ha! Laughs Robotnik hysterically and throws down a huge switch.
I was about to say, what are you talking about?
The device on the ceiling pulses and shoots a beam of whiteness straight down at them. Everything goes blank, except for a strange sound that goes... Continue.
And then the
Zam!
meme where Lord Farquaad is just saying white appears.
Zam. The white light flicks off and Sonic and Tails fall into a bush. They're outside somewhere. Around them are tall trees blocking out the sun, flowering plants of vivid colors, shrubs bearing multicolored fruit. From high in the tree branches comes a constant warbling of birds, and small creatures rustle in the undergrowth.
Oh. He didn't
Wow! Breathes Tails, getting out of the bush as he landed in and looking around. Where are we, Sonic? The Hedgehog carefully climbs out of his bush, as if it's a thorn bush, and sniffs the air. It's the jungle zone, he says. I haven't been here before, Tails observed. I have, Tails, Sonic nods. You've got to be careful here. It's a dog-eat-dog world in the jungle zone. Not a cat-eat-dog world? Tails asks. What are you talking about? Sonic replies. Well, says Tails, foxes are related to dogs, and there's a big cat over there that probably wants to eat me. Bogus, comments Sonic.
Bogus.
Coming towards them is the huge face of a ravenous, dagger-filled war cat. It opens its mouth wide, showing more teeth than most dentists see in their whole lives.
Damn, that's a lot.
Lets out a lets out a roar that shakes the trees.
What if it was Blaze the cat when they turned around?
Oh, if only. So, do Sonic and Tails attack the war cat or run away from it?
Would Sonic beat up a big kitty, or would he simply use his ability to run super fucking fast?
Well, when you phrase it like that, I guess they're gonna have to run away from it.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to make an impartial argument over here.
99. Sonic and Tails turn and dash away through the undergrowth, running through the long jungle grass, leaping over fallen trees and sending small animals scurrying away. The war cat crashes through the jungle behind them, splintering branches as it tears through trees that Sonic and Tails have jumped around. Suddenly, the two heroes find themselves on a path that twists and turns around trees. They speed up, slowly moving away from the pursuing war cat, until they abruptly turn a bend and come face to face with a group of 6 strange figures. Ooh. They are dressed in leaves, carry spears, and wear decorated masks that cover their faces.
Uh-oh. Wee-woo. Wee-woo.
Two of them shake their spears at Sonic and Tails, while the others talk in a strange language.
Wee-woo, wee-woo.
Probably wondering who these strangers are. Should Sonic and Tails approach these native stereotypes, warriors, or take their chances with the war cat, or run off into the jungle away from everyone?
Would probably be safest with the native stereotypes. I just don't wanna.
Let's run off into the jungle away from everyone.
Sure.
Get as far away from these stereotypes as possible. Sonic and Tails sprint away, heading deep into the jungle. Where are we going? Tails pants. Away! Replies Sonic, his words left behind as he hurtles through the forest. Can't you hear? That war cat is right behind us. Tails can hear it. He feels its hot breath on the back of his neck.
Oh my god.
It must be so close he could almost bite him. Then, he sees something ahead. Rolls Sonic and Tails combined quick wits to beat a 10. So we've got a 2 and a 3 for quick wits. So we have to roll a 5 or better.
Dice, don't you fail us again.
That's a 6.
Oh, fucking
nice.
Yes.
We pass. Jump! Shouts Tails, and Sonic does. There's a crash behind them as a war cat, who doesn't speak English and didn't jump, falls through a thin layer of branches and leaves into a deep pit. It roars in frustration, but it can't get out. A group of 6 creatures appear from behind the trees.
Oh, they're creatures now.
They are all dressed in simple clothes made of leaves. Each of them carry spears. They're very pleased to see the war cat trapped in the pit, but they keep away from Sonic and Tails, as if they are afraid of them. 2 of the braver ones advance, jabbing with their spears.
Yeah, I was like, are these the native stereotypes again?
Uh-huh.
I guess.
They teleported.
Should Sonic and Tails attack them, or show they mean these people no harm?
They probably don't mean any harm.
Yeah. Alright. 298. Sonic turns away from the action for a moment and looks out of the page towards you, the reader. Do you mind explaining how I'm supposed to act friendly towards these guys?
What?
Yes.
What the fuck?
What?
Who are you talking to? Tails asks. The reader, answers Sonic.
What?
It's a hero thing. You wouldn't understand yet.
What the fuck?
Thank you, Sonic. Sonic talked to us. He turns back to the natives, smiles at them, and holds out his open paws to show he's not carrying any weapons. One of the natives pushes the 2 spear carriers out of the way and comes towards Sonic, holding out a single paw. Sonic takes it and shakes it. The leader turns back to the others. See? I told you it was Sonic, he says. But you wouldn't believe me. Hopeless you are. Hopeless. He turns back to Sonic and pulls off the wooden mask he is wearing. Underneath is as the mask was, very much like a scruffy pig. He's got big knobbly warts and lumps all over his long hairy face. He is very, very ugly indeed.
So rude.
I love Lord of the Flies.
Also, wait, is he, like, underneath as the mask was, does that mean he's wearing a pig mask?
No, well, he was wearing a mask, and... Oh, he was wearing a pig mask, I guess, but was a pig anyways.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
I wasn't sure.
You're, says the Hedgehog. We're warthogs, says the leader. And you are the great Sonic the Pussycat and Hedgehog! Hedgehog the Pussycat and Sonic the Hedgehog. How do you know about me and Tails? Ah, the leader says, tapping his long hairy nose. We may be primitive dwellers in the tropical rainforest, but we know you are the greatest megastar on Mobius. Can we invite you to our village?
A lot
for
of
some
interesting
food?
concepts coming up in that one sentence.
Sonic and Tails follow the warthogs back to their village. They gather in the largest hut, and food is indeed served. Grass, tree bark, and a few shriveled fruits.
What the fuck?
Everyone tucks in. Everyone tucks in, although nobody seems to enjoy it much. Sonic feels that they're waiting for him to
This
ask
is a
question.
very British export.
What should Sonic ask? Has there been any sign of Dr. Robotnik around here? Or, why is your tribe
Warlike?
so warlike? Or why is the food
Man,
so
what the
terrible?
fuck?
They were just trying to... They didn't know who you were.
Also, they were catching, like, a big jungle cat that was probably, like, terrorizing.
Yeah.
They didn't know you were gonna, like...
That's not warlike, that's, like, maintaining territory.
They didn't know you were gonna knock it down into a hole or whatever the fuck.
I'm gonna go with the safe statement.
Oh, you don't want to talk about their terrible food?
No.
Oh, you don't want Sonic to, after he's been kindly invited to this village, to be like, hey, why is your fucking shit suck?
Well, to be fair, it does say everyone thinks it sucks. But yeah, no, I think the Robotnik...
Yeah, why are they living like this?
Damn bitch, you live like this?
Why do you hunter-gatherers not know how to hunt?
Rude.
Or gather that well?
Yeah.
God. Sonic would, though. At least British Sonic would.
I'll keep that in mind if we go back.
No, Robotnik question.
Yeah, has there been any sign of Dr. Robotnik around here? Dr. Robotnik, asks the leader. He pronounces it Dur.
Dur Robotnik.
That's so great.
Dur Robotnik.
Dur Robotnik. He didn't even hear it that way, he just did that for fun.
I've never heard of him. But you must have. Haven't you seen his broadcasts? No, replies the leader. Unfortunately, there's no electricity out here. I recognized you from a poster. Oh, says Tails, confused. Should Tails ask why the tribe is so warlike, or why the food is so awful?
Great.
Thanks.
Tails went from hearing, oh, I recognize you from a poster, and his question is, oh, what poster? Or, oh, where'd you see that poster? No, it's just like, Hey, why's your food suck so shit?
I guess let's fucking do it. Let's ask why the food's bad.
Okay.
Yeah, let's rip off this Band-Aid.
We apologize, the leader says sadly. Since the crocodiles found their glowing rock, they have taken all the fruit, nuts, and berries to keep for themselves.
Glowing rock. Would this be a Chaos Emerald?
Crocodiles? Asks Sonic. Yes. A week ago, they raided our village. They stand on 2 feet and spoke of a glowing rock they had found, which had given them the idea of taking over the zone. Will you help us fight back and get rid of the glowing rock?
Wow, Vector's being a real shithead, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, Vector.
What the fuck, Vector?
What the fuck, Vector?
Should Sonic and Tails agree to help? Refuse to help? Ask why the warthogs are so warlike? Or ask whether they have heard of Dr. Robotnik?
Wow, they're really bent on this why are you so warlike thing.
Also, they already asked if they knew about Dr. Robotnik.
Yeah, let's help them.
Yeah, I feel bad at this point. These guys are just ribbing these people.
It's that funny British humor that we don't get.
Yeah.
As Americans. So funny.
Yeah, I've
beyond
been
us.
drinking a lot of British export poison this week, and this might just kill me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you've been watching fucking Sherlock. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm on fucking season 4.
Why?
Oh my god.
Almost fucking done.
I mean, you've got to rate queerbait. And is there no example of queerbaiting greater than John Locke or whatever?
Yeah,
the John
this is
Locke
like
conspiracy.
queerbaiting, but it's explicitly malicious.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys going to talk about the John Locke conspiracy?
I mean, I feel like we'll have to.
Please.
Wonderful, the leader exclaims. There is no time to waste. We're planning to attack the crocodiles' stronghold tonight. Do you want to wait until then, or come on a scouting expedition to spy out on the stronghold? So, should Sonic and Tails go scouting, or wait?
I mean, I feel like you should go scouting.
Yeah.
I mean, you should know what you're working with if you're gonna go, like, beat the shit out of Vector.
Sonic and Tails are given leaf clothes for camouflage, and 5 gold rings each, then set off with the scouting party.
Oh, they look cute, though.
Yeah, it's a nice outfit. Let me just put that down. 5 gold rings. We've got 10 rings each. They travel through the thick jungle until the leader motions the group to stop. We are near the stronghold, he says. Sonic and Tails, you look first. Don't get too close. There are guards around. The two creep to the edge of the cleaning and peer out. In front of them is a stronghold with walls made of sharpened tree trunks stood on end. There is a large gate firmly closed. Should Sonic and Tails climb a tree for a better look? Or they can watch for a while. Or they can get close to the gate. Or they can rush to the wall and tunnel under it.
This is tricky.
Yeah, I feel like these are all solid. I feel like watching didn't get us very far last time.
I mean, I'm looking at this and, like, my most Sonic answer would be he just rushes the wall and tunnels under it. While seeing Keyed.
Yeah, let's do that.
True.
Sonic and Tails dash to the wall and dig. Tails is the first one to notice something odd. Hey Sonic, he says. There's water seeping into my hole. How much water? Asks his blue friend. Lots! The fox replies. Oh, sorry. Lots! The fox replies glumly. Sonic looks. That's bad, he says. It means there's a lot of water on the other side of the wall. There's no way we can dig under it. the tunnel would turn into mud and collapse. We're coming up on an hour and 10, so I think we can save our progress for next time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me just save this character sheet. Sonic CYOA. Vital statistics.
And we're on, page 218.
Yes.
Yep. Hopefully the e-reader I have, should, save our progress.
Yeah.
Alright. So, with all that said, we leave for now and, get into the Ask Zone. If you want to send in a question, you can either send it in on our Twitter, @ShuffleSonic, or you can post it anytime at your leisure in the Ask Zone. Real quick, gonna open up... We did get a Twitter question this time.
Oh,
wow.
Shit. From Jasmine Marsh, @Pidmon. How many tries does it take for you to get through a CYOA? Or do you start from the beginning every time, or use bookmarks to backtrack?
Oh, I use bookmarks to backtrack. I play it like I play, visual novels.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't played one in, probably decades at this point. Fuck. But,
yeah,
I think I would just go back and, bookmark stuff or whatever. I don't think I would start over unless, I think, maybe sometimes if I, felt like I did the whole thing wrong, I would start over. But, I think I would just, be okay, well, I won't make that decision and I'll turn backwards.
I simply don't like to make bad choices ever, so I won't.
True.
I think I would just, I'd just try to go back. I wouldn't use bookmarks, but I would go back.
Yeah.
And you're stronger than me in every way.
On Discord, Kitty the cat asks, did y'all ever grow up playing CYOA books? Any favorites that stick out?
I don't remember. I played at least one.
Yeah, my answer is, I remember playing them. I just, could not tell you any specific book.
The only one I can vividly remember, looking at was, one of the Goosebumps ones.
Oh, yeah.
Which are all geared towards every ending's a bad ending or whatever.
I think maybe I played a Goosebump one, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, those ones are fun.
Yeah, I remember it was one about, a, spooky, toy factory with a scary doll in it.
Yeah, he writes a lot about this.
Yeah.
I want more choose your own adventures that have roleplay elements to them.
Yeah. Yeah, I want more character sheets. This is a fun twist on it.
Yeah, I like the character sheets not making any sense whatsoever.
I like that you have to roll, though. I think it's kind of funny.
Yeah, that's fun.
It's success or failure.
Uh,
Because usually it would just be like, oh, which one do you pick instead? And this kind of changes it up a little.
Yeah. Yeah, that reminds me. There is this one game. Let me just see if I have it installed. I just don't remember what it's called. I think it's called, like, Death Trap Dungeon? Yes, Death Trap Dungeon. The interactive video adventure. So there is a book that's like a more dense version of this. That's all dungeon crawly, and it's a CYOA called Death Trap Dungeon.
Ooh.
And there's a couple different adaptations of it. But the one I like is this FMV one where, like, this actor is... It's like FMVs, and it's an actor, like, sitting with you, like, showing you the illustrations and, like, describing everything.
Nice.
I think that's a fun approach to a CYOA.
That sounds really fun.
Let's see. Our last question from Emmy the Mouse. How did you feel about the possible endings you were able to choose. If you could make up an ending, what would it be?
We didn't make it to
we
an
haven't
ending.
made it to an ending. One of the worst endings we could have gotten would be Eggman stripping us of our shoes and forcing us to look at our bare toes. So that's probably the worst thing that could ever happen.
Yeah. I'm glad we just got teleported.
Yeah, I'm
instead.
glad he didn't take the opportunity where he has two guards that have guns to kill us or imprison us and was just like, just get out of here.
He did say, like, I can't have you in the area destroying my buildings.
I know, he's pretty nice with it.
You could have killed them, though.
No, that would be fucked up.
Yeah.
They're just children.
Like, I don't know. That's true, but, like...
He could have turned us into robots instead of pointing real guns.
Yeah.
Our coolness factor was too high.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Like, they didn't
cool.
get hypnotized.
We were too cool to... We were so cool we were temporarily immune to propaganda.
Yes. That's what cool kids are.
Yeah.
Now we have to imagine an
that's
ending.
Mm-hmm. I
My
would
ending
say...
would be Sonic tries to attack Dr. Eggman, and then when he does, Dr. Eggman falls over, and it looks like there's a seam on his neck, and they pull it away to discover he's a robot, and then the chest opens to discover Dr. Starline sitting in the middle.
Oh, fuck.
God
fucking wild.
damn it.
And then he says, I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you, motherfucker. And then the door closes like in Scooby-Doo movie 1, Island of whatever.
Yeah.
So you don't swear.
I'm just...
I think Sonic helps with the alligator or the crocodile problem or whatever. And like leaves, and then the fucking natives are just like, wow, that dude fucking totally bought our act. Pretty funny.
What a fucking rube.
We got to feed him some disgusting food.
What a fucking rube.
Pretty good. Yeah. And also, like, I don't know, Sonic, I mean, obviously, like, helps his friends out or whatever. But I think maybe he dies in the process, because I want to get a game over at least once, you know?
Yeah.
I think you gotta get at least one game over in a choose your own adventure.
Yeah, an authentic experience.
Or multiple if you're playing the Goosebumps one.
So, let's see. Let me think of an ending. I'm just thinking, there's a big climactic battle in the, like, big news station, and, Robotnik, all the TVs, like, blow up, and, it'll be like the end of They Live. Sonic, like, shoots the satellite, and, like, everyone, like, realizes they were being propagandized, and then he dies.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Good, bad end.
Hell yeah.
Heroic end.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
Sonic the Murder.
Do you guys count, those, like, online, like, listicle quizzes where they're like, take this quiz to see what you would get, and they have, like, multiple endings as, like, choose your own adventure stories?
Oh, yeah, like, Shriek Shack did those Black Milk, like, things where they, like, had different endings and stuff. Like, they had to, like, avoid a cult or whatever.
Yeah, I would count that
I would
as
count
CYOA.
that. That's definitely, like...
I feel like I've definitely played at least one CYOA like that.
Me too. It's...
that's right, I do remember when I was much younger, going onto iMockery and doing their CYOA things. I don't remember much about them except that they were goofy and Halloween themed. Alright. So...
Yeah, I mean...
Let's roll for next week. That is a 7. I think that's either that's Underground. Do you want to watch more Underground or do you want to reroll?
He can do Underground.
All right.
I'm surviving off of knowing the faster we get through it, then there's one day where we will never be able to roll Sonic Underground again.
True.
That's true.
True.
Yeah.
I would drink this poison.
We're also getting pretty close to the end of Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. Because we've done it so many times.
That one bothers me a hell of a lot less.
Mm-hmm.
It's
that one is just like discount Looney Tunes in my mind.
Yeah. That's exactly it,
Yeah, Sonic Underground is 40 episodes, and we're like a quarter of the way through.
God.
Fantastic.
So, alright.
One day.
Alright. Let's take it to a close. I'm Dan. You can find me at a lot of places, and you can find all those places at linktr.ee/big_challenges. Oh fuck, I need to fucking set up a card or something. You can visit my Twitter at biggerchallenge. You can visit my other Twitters, or you can listen to my other podcasts, which include Pot of Greed, Yu-Gi-Oh! Podcast. Our next episode, which we're recording on Saturday, will be the last episodes of Season 3. We're gonna see how it ends. I gotta say, it has been Sicko's Hour for a while.
How do you feel about the dub ending?
I gotta watch the episodes, but I'm very excited to find out. I think I have heard how the dub ends, so I want to just tell them that and say that's the end of the series.
No!
That's so good.
Yeah. You can listen to Video Games, the Movie, the Podcast, a video game movie review podcast I do with my friend Maxie. I'm in the process of editing our Resident Evil Apocalypse episode, and our next episode will be on the 2000s Doom movie, featuring The Rock and guest starring Maxie's boyfriend, Zach. You can visit... Oh, I forgot to mention, my YouTube. I have uploaded all of the VODs for my Fallout 4 Let's Play. I should record another session sometime. You can... Oh, and visit at Xbox_holiday, where Usher celebrates holidays with Xbox. I had to delete a post today that was scheduled because it was a Yu-Gi-Oh! Birthday, and today, the day of the recording, it became official that Kazuki Takahashi died. May he rest in peace.
Yeah.
I just had to get rid of that. That was a little rough. That's it for me. Morg, where can we find you?
You can find me at Haunting the Morg on Twitter. That's Haunting the MORG. You can also find me on my other podcasts. Digimon Ghost Gaze, a Digimon Ghost Game Watch podcast. We're like a week behind, but we'll catch up soon, and we're recording this weekend. And then, actually, I'm also recording my other podcast, Ford ReZero, a ReZero Watch podcast. Yeah, that's it for me.
You can find me on Twitter at Grooving Ghastly. You can find me on a now completed podcast, Going Well Hunting, about Hunter x Hunter. And we mentioned a little, but you can find me on a show called We Rate Queerbait, where we go through the blurry lines between homies and homos. And we talk about this week one of the most cursed British exports called BBC Sherlock. It's been a poison that's been driving through my system for the past week.
God.
And you can find us on Twitter at ShuffleSonic. From there, you can find our Discord, and you can visit us at Noisepace.xyz. Noisepace.xyz is a Canadian-run podcasting network run by Matt GameCube and features podcasts featuring all of his friends. Like this week's alphabetical shout-out, Kyle XY with a question mark. Kyle XY is about the 2000s ABC Family hit TV series Kyle XY, about the boy with no belly button. It's finished, actually. It was an incredible podcast, featured Sam and Jordan of Jurgenit fame. They covered all 3 seasons of the show. And when they finished it, the back third of the podcast ended up being them talking about, a very harrowing, season 4 fanfic.
Fantastic.
Yes,
it's a lot.
Yes,
it's very...
Yeah, there's...
The author's kind of... I don't know.
The author's kind of a freak. But you can enjoy Kyle and Josh and Tom Foss and Jesse. There's...
I'm sure we've quoted fucking Kyle XY on here too, because I feel like I'm just always saying stuff like "gagoo," "gagoo," or like grapefruit, or like or juice me. We always say juice me, because Sonic's always saying "let's juice."
Yeah. Juice me.
Juice me.
Juice. You can also listen to podcasts that aren't part of the network but are friends of ours on the network page, like the Kvoth Killer Chronicles.
This is actually the Kvoth Killer Chronicles.
Kvoth Killer Chronicles.
It's really hard to say because the author really wanted to have the hardest fucking name to pronounce.
Mm-hmm. It is
Kvoth.
5 podcast hosts, most if not all being Noise Space hosts, or friends of Noise Space hosts, talking about, The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss, and they discuss, the highs and lows of, noted Neoscum, guest, Patrick Rothfuss.
Yes.
I haven't listened to it, but I hear it's pretty good.
It's good. It's good. I mean, at least a few of the people on it. Like Sarah is on it.
Yeah, Sarah, Janosch,
your co-host. Sarah Summer and Robin, I think.
Daniel, who is not me.
Daniel, who is not as online as you are. But he has a lot to say, because he's, like, smart and shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
But, it's good. I think they're gonna eventually go back for the second book. But it has been a while since they finished, the first book.
Yeah.
I recommend it. Even though I haven't read the book, it's still, like, pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
Probably even better if you have read it.
Yeah. They have covered all of the first book.
Yes.
It's about 6 episodes long.
Nice and short.
So, until next time, Sonic is real, he is strong, and he is my friend.
He is the only blue live that matters.
The only one.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Wonder Man, Wonder Man.